Oh, hello there. Welcome to another episode of Voice Crying Out. Right now I'm playing the game of life. Yes, I am playing by myself, but that's kind of normal for me because I would sometimes play board games by myself and other games by myself just to develop a strategy. Even though I do have to admit this one's a bit harder to do because you have a spinner, which is a little bit of luck. But if you're familiar with the game of life, you know what you have to do. You start here and you either go to college or career. Now, if you start on college, you start $40,000 in debt, and it takes longer to get around the board. But you can have more occupation cards like these, and you have more salary cards like these to choose from. But if you go right to career, you only have one job choice, and you have to pick one that does not require a degree, and you have one random cash choice. And then what you do is you spin, you move your person around the board, and you stop for important things like your career. There's getting married right here, and there's buying a house. And what you do is you just go around the board and you do as it says. Sometimes you use money like this, good money, or in this case, the game of life money. Sometimes what you do is
You get these little life chips, which are these like for special events you have. And sometimes you'll lose money as well. And when you get to the end, you finish your retirement. And what happens is you count up all your money, you count up all your life chips, you see that's the greater total, and the person with the greatest total wins. Now I was playing with this game on my friend's PS3 as a download, and when we were playing together, it made me think, how realistic is the game of life? Well, just like life, I bet that's why they have you to start college or career, because they realize not everyone goes to college. Some by choice, some have no choice too. But sometimes it's by luck of draw that a good job gets chosen. Sometimes it's by luck of draw a better salary gets chosen. Like I said, I was playing with my friend on the PS3 when we were playing this game, and he, on the computer player, on the first move, started a career. We thought that was stupid, but he started on the career, and he got artist for a job. On his first pick, got a $100,000 salary. Only one pick, $100,000 salary. We're like, whoa, that's one heck of an artist if he's making that much. And of course, we start with something that was less than half of that. And that didn't seem fair. And maybe that's how life is. Sometimes you do get the better salary. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you work for college, you get a better salary, and find out the guy who got a career has a better salary. I think the next one kind of disturbed me too. The next spot you have to stop at is get married, which is an interesting one because not everyone in life can stop to get married, which is an odd thought. Because, if there was no stop and get married on this game, if this game would become politically correct because there's baby boy and baby girl spots, and if you didn't have any of the baby boy, baby girl spots without having a spouse, then, well, that's politically incorrect. That would be like single parent families, and we don't want to get in that discussion with the kids. So maybe that's what they made to make it politically correct, but how much more politically correct can you get? Because not everyone does get married. I mean, like I have a little guy in here, you can see that. The guy. So I can put a little pink spouse in, but how much more politically correct would I get if I put another blue guy in there in the spouse seat? The two males right up there. It's not morally correct, but it might be politically correct. And that would also be a hard time explaining the idea of children. Of course, getting married, get the spouse and get another little life token. Like I said, everything as you play this is all about spinning, collecting money, spinning again, not losing money, collecting these life chips. And once again, we have stop and buy a house. Once again, you draw these at random. You get all these bunch of houses. And this is more realistic because sometimes you might just get an apartment or a condominium, or sometimes you might just get a trailer home. It's more accurate, but then again, we have many people in our life who are just out in the streets and who are homeless. What about them? Is that real to them? But like I said, what really cracks me up about this is what you do. You spin, you go your spaces, you collect money, you spin again. You get life tokens, and what did I say the end goal was? The end goal was to count up all your little life tokens and count up all your money, and whoever has the highest total wins. In the end, the person with the most money wins. And how is that to our lives? Is it really the person with the most money in the end wins? Really? Just think about that. Is that what our Bible tells us? What does society tell us? At the most part, it does seem pretty well that what you do is save up some of your money to enjoy for retirement, and save up some money to get big things before your retirement, and you just enjoy life as is until you get to the end. What happens if we were to have biblical life? There was a space of death, and then white judgment throne, and then new heaven or new earth, and somehow either heaven or hell. We'll talk about that. Would that be politically correct? But like I said, the funny part about this is it the one at the most stuff at the end wins. Sometimes I think society would say, yes, it is. A highly praised person is somebody who's rich and who's famous, has a lot of money, and we kind of loathe that, but it's not supposed to be that way. I read in my Bible, and Jesus says that the rich person's going to have the hardest time getting into the kingdom of heaven. I hear Jesus challenging his disciples to come and follow me, and that requires leaving everything, selling all your possessions, selling everything you have. Is that really life? What does our society say? What does the world say? What does Jesus say? I think in the end what it ultimately comes to is the fact that, well, the Bible is our authority, and the Bible gives us the truth. The Bible tells us the one who has the most stuff at the end doesn't win at all. As a matter of fact, it sounds like the one with the most stuff at the end has the hardest time becoming Jesus' disciple. The one at the end with the most stuff loses, not the one with the most stuff at the end wins. The one with the most stuff loses. Well, who's the winner at the end? Well, ultimately God is, because his plan is going to come out. But I think the one who has the winner at the end of the humans, the winner at the end, is the one that's hears from the Lord when he gets past millionaire estates and countryside acres and ends up in the graveyard behind. Well done, good and faithful servant. So I want to leave you with that thought. What does it mean to win the game of life? You can post a video comment on that. You can post a text comment on that. And like I said, feel free to check my blogs out, quizerextraordinaire.blogspot.com and zango.com/quizerextraordinaire. Slow them out, and I hope that you are winning the real game of